Welcome to the channel. My name is Emery, and today I'm going to plant cotton for the first time this year. It's been a long road to get to this point. It's been super wet. It's still really wet. We still got water around. Most fields are way too dry, but I have one 100-acre field that should be ready to go. It had just a little bit of black spots this morning. It's now after lunch. I think it should go. It needs to go. Today's June something. 12th, 13th, somewhere in there. It's a day in June, and we got to get all this planted by June 20th. So time is of the essence. So I got the planter out of the barn, got it ready. I had everything ready, just had to do a few little things. It's ready to go. So I'm gonna go drive to Old Glory. Dad's gonna meet me there with some seed. We'll get it set loaded, set the planter, and get this thing started. I was just looking, I'm getting folded up here. I was just looking, I planted last year on the 4th at this farm, and today's the 13th. I double checked that. Alright, this planter is 40 feet compared to like my strip till and other implements, which are 32 feet. So it's longer, which makes it taller when it's folded. So I got to watch for a couple power line wires when I go, also trees. I got to go a different way than I normally go to this farm. I'm going to lock my brakes because it's got a huge hill that you can't see the person coming on the other side. And one time Dad said he met a guy pulling a cattle trailer, and it was interesting. No, didn't hit each other, but it was pretty scary. So don't want that. I got to go across a bridge, which is never fun because I'm going to take up the whole thing. But luckily the way I'm going, they can see me coming back is the problem. The curve is right before the bridge, and it's a blind one, so it may be dark. I'll have my lights on. Somebody might see me then. But anyway, some different things to consider here when transporting the planter because of its size. Did not fill up with seed yet because we have had it where the seed can rattle out of those boxes. The way those lids fit, they don't fit tight. Like those ones up there, if seed was full in those boxes, the seed would be right up against that seam, and we've had seed come out. So we'll just fill it up at the field, and like I said, Dad will meet me there, and we'll roll. 6:13. I just was just telling you we're good. We still have time. We just gotta get going. So. Barn is shut. Everything is good. Here we go. 40 minutes. And so I showed you this when I was spraying. I'm driving along this turn row here where the water broke over, and just taking it real easy. I think one of the jobs Dad's gonna probably help me with as I'm planting is we're gonna unhook the sprayer. Well, I've got one farm that I haven't farmed it for that long. It's the first year in cotton, and it's got some weeds. It's weedier than the other places. It's part of it when it's not a farm you've farmed regularly. It's got a different weed bank profile from who knows who farmed it before. So it's got some grass up thicker that I really need to get that sprayed before I plant anything, really, but nothing's ready to plant yet. The problem, man, I would love it if I could spray it tomorrow evening. That would be great. May not be ready then either, but I say all that is I need to spray that, and then once I get that done sprayed, I'm going to unhook the sprayer, and we're going to hook the blade up to the 8130. And man, I don't really like doing this. It's just rough on the toolbar. That way I have the scraper on 8130, and Dad's going to come through and clean up some of the stuff like that on all the farms, because Lord knows we had some rain and some washouts. Perfect timing. That's Dad coming up there with the seed. We'll get it loaded and see if we can't put this cotton have a good start for the year. It's my wheat crop. Never made. picked up, turn on the fan, and do a couple preliminary setting stuff. Well, we got it set, about 20 acres done or so. Dad just dropped Dad off. He's gonna bring my truck down and we're gonna go ahead and fill up. And then Emily's just showed up to get him and take him back. I'll finish this field tonight and then leave the tractor and take the truck home and get it in the morning. But it's planting really good. This is a flat field, so it's pretty consistent. I'll get out and show you some in a little bit, but the moisture is right below the surface as it should be, because it just dried out this morning or today. But it's going well. Got it in good dirt, but not gooey dirt. A little bit of dry dirt on top. You know, that's what they say to do, but here I know that the moisture's right there because I know it just dried out. But it's harder to leave a dry trail behind you when you're kind of having to get down to the moisture. So Dad, he taught me, and so I plant like I was taught. We plant a little deep probably, so we can see a little bit of moisture on top. Yes, you could get some crusting on that, but it can change so much throughout the field if you don't know for sure that you're in moisture. So I don't know. They say all you gotta do is just have it setting right on top or right just barely in moisture, but we planted a little deeper than that. But it's going well. First cotton going in. I got the crew here to help me. We're gonna try to film some of their work. What's up? Make a pile like this. It's easy for me to grab. Okay? Get that plastic in.
Get it?
All right, Emmy wants to try to find a seed. Was that one right there? No. I think you're right in the right spot though. Right there, good. Good work. Right at 2 inches, right, Emmy? Second knuckle. Cover back up. Good work, farmer. All right, Truett wants to find one. Didn't you want to find one too? You want to race? Who can find a seed first?
Yeah.
Ready? Go. Deeper, Trent. Oh.
Found one.
Yeah, Denton got one.
I found one.
Right there.
Denton.
Found one too. Good job. Y'all are as good as, better than me sometimes. All right. Make sure it's in good dirt. Cover her up. Good work, farmers. So I thought I'd give you a quick kind of overview how a planter works. Pretty simple deal. Maybe I already did this some, but here it is again. All right, row cleaners up front. Clean the row. They are not doing anything here because we got moisture directly beneath the surface, so no need to do anything there. You got the disc openers, 2 discs that touch together right as they make contact with the ground. That opens up the furrow for the seed to go in. These are the gauge wheels that set the depth. That depth is dictated by this knob, which allows the arms that are tied to the gauge wheels to hit this little mustache, and that's a positive stop, and it doesn't let these wheels come up any higher, so that sets our depth right where we want to be. All right, seed comes from the box through the meter and runs through the meter and then drops down. The seed tube, which you can't see, is back under here, and it drops right in there somewhere. So the seed drops inside the furrow that is opened up, and then the seed firmer comes right on top and makes sure that that is pushed into the moisture really good. So now you've opened it up, now you need to close it. We really like these Schlegel closing wheels because they do a good job of busting up, because what we get issues is we get hard sidewalls here, and they, especially with it's a little wetter, they will just stay open. They'll slab out or kind of just be a V. These do a great job of breaking it up but not packing it, and then we come back with a chain just to kind of mellow things out over the top. That's a pretty simple look at what a planter does. Even the newer ones basically do the same things. We have spring downforce. This spring that's tied to these springs here are tied to this arm, which holds these parallel arms, the down pressure. Normally we actually like these arms the opposite direction. There's a little bit more pressure on the spring now, but because really the toolbar is not doing anything, but normally we can keep, the toolbar can help us get it down in the ground, but we're just letting it ride basically on top of the ground, and so those are sitting up a little higher, or riding up. This is riding up a little bit more than we'd normally like, but just, it's simple. Driven by the chain, or by a chain that's driven by this hex shaft, which is driven by those wheels, these cleated wheels over here. These drive the hex shaft on that chain there, and how fast the chain turns based on this transmission. The loud noise is the fan that pulls the vacuum that pulls the seed to the seed plate. It's a simple deal. and you can get real fancy with hydraulic and air pressure stuff, but this is tried and true, works for us, and keep running it like this. Also want to show you finding a seed. So sometimes I think using our fingers, I'm compacting the soil a little bit more, so using a knife or a screwdriver or something. See, this is planting really good. The moisture is great. There's plenty of it. There's a seed right there. Finger touching it, come across right at second knuckle, 2 inches, just where we want it. This soil is really nice right now. It is warm. It feels the dirt is warm, like it's not steamy, but it kind of feels that way. It's like a greenhouse down there, so that stuff ought to sprout real fast. All right, enough talking. Go plant some cotton. I'm about 60 acres done. I gotta go check something. I'll show you. So I just get out every once in a while anyways, just to check stuff over. But one of the things I gotta check semi-regularly are these, there's some hex things that we turn to lower these gauge wheels here. They can turn over time. So this is how we adjust the height on the center section, and those are, just gotta watch them. Sometimes they'll kind of vibrate over. You look for that BB. So that's the way they were set up before. They haven't moved, so that's good. Probably because we're not really working to get the planter in the ground too deep here. But over time, after a day of planting, those little hex things can turn a little bit, and then you realize, you're planting uneven for some reason. But just checking stuff over. Everything looks good. I'm good on seed. Just a quick once over on stuff. Over halfway done now, so all right, good to stretch the legs a little bit. It's gonna be a long planting season, so gotta pace ourselves here. Tell me it's been raining a lot without telling me it's raining a lot. You see that? That's a turtle. In one of the driest farms that I have. That's crazy. Just out here in the field, a turtle. I'm about done, 15 acres or so. I just want to get out here and check again, just make sure it's still plowing. It's definitely not plowing, it's planting. Just wanted to see, make sure that it is, oh yeah, that's good stuff. I'm liking that. I was afraid, make sure it's not getting gummy or anything on me, but even if I don't find a seed on camera, which can happen, get camera shy, the moisture profile is still good. So yep, failure on camera. Sorry about that, but it still looks good. It's not gummy. It's just good moisture. That's what I like to see. That over there, that bank of clouds, I don't think that's anything, but man, I sure hope we don't need any more rain at the moment. We're gonna need rain again at some point. I hate to even say that. Lord, whatever we need, you know it. Just gotta work, just gotta work to get the cotton in the ground. So, all right, I've got 30 more minutes left or so, and then I'm gonna drive the tractor over there to my truck, and then I'm going to the house. Finished. Just driving down to my truck, watching out for telephone poles, power line poles. Nobody uses telephones anymore. That was good. 100 acres done. I don't know if there's going to be anything nothing. I can say this pretty confidently. Nothing is going to be ready to plant tomorrow. So, sorry. There's a bowl right there. Definitely don't want to hit that. So nothing will be ready tomorrow. Like I told you, I would love to be able to spray tomorrow afternoon at one field. Maybe. I'm going to have it ready to go regardless. A couple things on my radar. I got some more material for my driveway delivered today. Of course, while I'm getting busy with other stuff, but I'm thinking I'm going to take this trailer to the barn, unload the seed, load the skid steer up, take it to the house, and get that spread out and put where I want it first thing in the morning. And then I need to come get the tractor, move it somewhere, probably to my parents' house area. And then Dad had a good idea because of grain issues and not knowing what kind of seed I have to get. I've got about probably not quite 300 bushels in that cart. I think I showed you that. Maybe if I didn't show you, I emptied all the grain into that truck. So all the carts are empty, but I just don't know what the quality of the stuff that I have is going to be, but I know that stuff is good. So because it's not quite full in that truck, I could get it into the red cart, which is a smaller size, and fill it up, and then have the truck and the 2 bigger grain carts empty to catch the most amount of wheat possible. So I may try to do that and get that emptied, and then maybe I can spray tomorrow afternoon, and then maybe I can find somewhere to plant the next day. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But you keep watching. I'm going to keep farming. I'm going to be planting a lot. Lots of sitting. After I finish sitting on the tractor for planting, I'm going to be sitting on it a lot spraying. Because I got all the wheat ground to spray and the cotton ground. And it's just farming. So thanks for watching. And if you're going to farm, don't hit telephone poles or power line poles. Farm it.